welcome to this session. I'm laughing a little bit because this session is really going up now earlier than it's supposed to be. Well, I won't say supposed to be because I guess everything happens for a reason. My last podcast, my Sit With Me episode, I am pissed off that PAL 3, for whatever reason, I muted it during the editing process. Yes, I do my own editing. And apparently I need to get an assistant as well because I obviously didn't check that over and see that the last PAL was muted. Don't know why. I feel like everything happens for a reason. Maybe at some point, I'm going to do PAL 3. You're going to see an upload go up and it's going to say PAL 3 with the voiceover. It'll be a replay of that same Sit With Me, but with PAL 3, I'm just going to do a voiceover for it because that video's long been deleted from my records and I can't even like re-put in the same voice. So it might be a little weird because I don't remember exactly what I was saying when I'm pointing at certain cards, all this stuff, but I was thinking, I owe it to those that did choose that PAL. If you don't know what I'm talking about, good. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is my reading that my guides was like, put it out there, for those that were kind of disappointed that last PAL was muted. So I wasn't planning on airing this until March, but apparently some of you need it now. And it's called Your Guides or Ancestors Are So Proud of You. So maybe some of them felt like y'all didn't need to wait till March to hear this. They are very, very proud of you. If you're drawn to this reading, you've done something good or been doing some things good. And so we're gonna get boosted today. You're gonna find out how you've leveled up, what generational curses you ended in the process, what blessings are now able to come in, and just why are they so proud of you? Who have you become now that they're so proud of? So first, let's take some grounding breaths. 4 deep grounding breaths. We're going to do this one breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Y'all know I do a lot of in through the mouth, out through the mouth. But this one, I just feel like some deep, relaxing, like taking in that fresh air and breathing out in gratitude that you're breathing it in, that you're here. Okay, and just relishing in the feeling of the fact that your guides, your ancestors are grateful for you. So let's take a deep breath in through your nose and out. Feel that love. Take another deep breath in and out. Deep breath in, connecting to that loving, comforting, securing energy, and out, releasing any self-doubt, letting go of any worry. All challenges are being moved out your way as you breathe in again. And exhale, knowing you are safe, you are covered, you are protected, you are guided, you have done well. All right. So let's get right into this. I haven't looked at the top cards, so you're choosing by the top card. Let's take a look and see what they are together. So PAL 1, past life. If you feel drawn to this card, your reading is in PAL 1. My PAL 2s, you have galactic vibration. So if you feel drawn to that card, you are in PAL 2. And PAL 3, you have language of light. If you feel drawn to this card, your message is in PAL 3. And PAL 4, you have golden light ray. So if you feel drawn to this card, your message is in pile 4. I don't know why the light dimmed there. So pause if you need to pause. Take a closer look at each of these cards and choose your pile based on either the words, the numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4, or the artwork on the cards that calls to you. And I'll be back with pile 1. Hey, pile 1, you were drawn to past life. I'm going to read into this card last, so it's going to wait here on the side. So let's jump right in. Let's find out how have you leveled up at this time? So my ones, you have everyone is on their own journey. So one of the ways you've leveled up is that you're starting to realize that everybody has their own path. And you began to focus more on your own path and less on like what everybody else is doing, what's coming in for everyone else, and for that reason, now with you focusing more on your own path, you're able to get farther, whereas before when you're checking what everybody else is doing, who's getting what, who you feel like is getting ahead of you, who's getting blessings that you feel like they're unworthy of and stuff like that, it was slowing you down. It was taking you out of an energy of gratitude as well. So now you've leveled up in that you're not even worried about what other people are doing unless it coincides with what you're doing. You are focused on your progress, your own journey. Okay. And you also have turn your worry into wonder, surrender to the experience. So you have really been realizing that your dreams can be your reality. That when you worry, like even here, it's like almost the same energy. It's like when you worry about what's going on with other people, when you worry about when is something going to manifest that you can hold in your hand, you aren't really surrendering to experiencing what is happening for you right now. It's like you're too worried about everything else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like realizing you can dream. So it says, what possibilities can you dream into reality? It's like you've leveled up in realizing that you can dream anything into your reality, that you have the ability to manifest, that whatever you dream, you can manifest. So you're starting to surrender to the experience, to trust the process. And that is how you've leveled up. In doing that, that assists you in manifesting even faster, bringing things in even faster, because now you're focused on your own journey and you've also surrendered to the process and knowing that everything you're dreaming is coming in. Okay. So what else we got here? What generational curses have you ended? That's to me, something that's very important along your journey, because a lot of times what can get in the way are generational challenges. So you have service, bringing value. So I could see that maybe generations before you were meant to be of service in some way to humanity. And maybe they were undervalued and not seeing the value in the service that they brought, that they were bringing forth. Maybe they were expected not to have value in it, to just give of themselves freely. I see you bringing value to the service that you may give to people, or just the things you do to help others, to realize that you have value, that what you're doing is not for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that what you bring to the table is also worthy, it has worth, is what I meant to say. So I do feel like maybe that's been an issue generationally, where they could not see the value in their service, or they allowed other people to undervalue them and what they had to offer. community. It's a lot with service and community. So apparently, personal or professional connections, like just you've healed wounds that have to do with your service to community, that through generations, perhaps I feel like people generationally in your family have been overlooked because of the services that they've done. Maybe you come from a line of teachers, people who taught, but they never really got their accolades for it, or people who gave of themselves in some way to a community of people or to an age group or whatever, and often were overlooked when it was time to be honored or respected or awarded or even paid their worth. And I think it came to a point where it was expected, like, this is what I'm meant to do, these are the people I'm meant to do it for, and it just is what it is. I can't expect um to have my energy reciprocated. I can't expect to be valued. I have to just do what I feel guided to do. And yeah, to an extent that's true, but at the same time, you have to know that what you're doing has value. You have to deem yourself worthy of a certain level of respect as well, and for what it is you offer. So there have been issues when it comes to the community. Maybe a lot of times, generationally, they either felt outcasted or had to deal with being like outcast from a community, or wanting to fit in with a certain community, um, in service to a certain community that they always felt like didn't fully honor them. Let's see what else we got. Generational curse wise. So we have the devil coming through. You have it does feel like you've ended some kind of generational uh issue. The first thing I heard was addiction. Maybe you've had a line of addicts, people who are addicted to things, people who maybe even have mental issues where they obsess over certain things to the point of their own detriment. But you have ended that. You've gotten over that challenge. 9 of Cups. Wow, wish fulfillment. I think you're actually going to be the one in your generation, if there hasn't been anyone, who is actually going to get their wish fulfillment. I feel like generationally that has been something that's been blocked by this energy here, this obsessive energy, this being controlled either by substance abuse. Um, maybe you've had people in your family who had a lot of infidelities, like unable to control themselves sexually. Um, and that could cause issues with heartache and heartbreak within your family. But it seems like you have learned how to get your wish fulfillment without being chained to like this energy of obsessing over something, just feeling like you need something. You've learned how to share. Yeah, I'm hearing you've learned how to share. You've learned how to detach, to not feel like you are so stuck in an energy that you can't shift it. Doesn't sound like it was an easy job with the devil coming through, of the generational burdens you carry, to shift them. So, what blessings can now come in because of this work you've done? You have 8 of Air. This is the 8 of Swords. Seems like some kind of freedom, being released from something that may have had a hold, or maybe you felt stuck in, like that energy right there. The Ace of Air. So swords coming through. So some clarity coming in, a new start. What else? I'm gonna put it all together for you in a second. And initiation. High Priestess energy here. Okay. Blessing coming in. Blessing. Now look to birds, by the way. This just gave me a lot of energy that when you see certain birds, it's just a sign that your blessings are here. Like they're here. All right. I'm really getting that with birds and the flying energy here. But the blessings that look like they're able to come through now is you being free. You're free to travel, to just soar, to reach new heights. You're no longer like trapped in this cage of I can never be accepted. I can never be valued for what I bring to the table. I will never reach my wish fulfillment, what I truly want. You're now free from all of that. With the ace here and this initiation here, many of you here are intuitive. Many of you here are going to find that your intuitive gifts are going to play a big part for you in this lifetime. But I'm seeing for others a lot of clarity, a new start with communication. People want to hear what you have to say. So maybe you're meant to teach and share in a way as well. Maybe you're an inspirational, motivational speaker. Maybe whatever it is you want to do for your life purpose, it involves you speaking clearly, being understood, and inspiring others. But there's something with and I'm also hearing some of you are going to find you're able to wear two hats, like multiple hats. I'm seeing two here. The hat is emphasized here, two birds. It's just giving me the energy of being able to balance more than one gift. And that there's some surprise here coming. This makes me feel like you're not even noticing something is coming. Like sneakily, something's being eased in for you. While you are healing or cleansing or resting. It'll be at a time where you're really resting your energy, taking a break, breathing for a minute. A whole lot of goodies are going to come your way. But it feels like a fresh new start in seeing things clearly, really being able to see, really being able to know the way forward, and feeling free to go in whatever direction you choose. Now, they are so proud of you, who you've become now. With past life card, there's a cultural experience that you've had, or you're just very cultured. You're very open to various cultures, and they want you to know that whatever you've gone through is behind you. You have cleared the past. You have cleared past life energies. You've actually cleared generational burdens. So that's why they are very proud of you right now. The top card is why they are very proud of you, who you've become. You've become very cultured, well-rounded. This is somebody who's also an artist, creative energy. With the peacock here, you're very attractive. Very attractive. And yeah, I'm seeing coins. It's making me think prosperous as well. But I'm also going to go into the book. I like this book as well, and I want to read to you page 24. Why do I have page 12 folded? Okay, I have to come back to that. All right. So your affirmation is, I am grounded in the present. My heart is centered and focused on today. All right. Cosmic Master Lord Krishna calls your mind to address the past, bringing healing and closure to unanswered chapters of your life. This is what you've done. This is what you've done. So pretty much this is what they are proud of you for. Okay? Yeah. Like anything else. You're serving on the second ray. Lord Krishna is asking you to heal. And you've done that. You were asked to heal. You healed. You've been addressing past life karmic issues. So just avoid any fear of failure, okay? Because that may be highlighted every now and then. And that's connected to the past as well, okay? Meditation will help you to keep you being mentally stuck in the past, all right? Stick to affirming your soul's desires and just affirm them to the universe, all right? And they're going to come in. The worst is behind you. The past is behind you. And you're getting a whole new start. And your ancestors, your guides, are very proud of who you've become. stay on this path. You're always on the right path. Stay in this vibration, this energy. Okay. That's what I got for you, my pal ones. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, remember to subscribe. Read the description. It'll tell you all the other ways we could vibe, how you could catch me live on Facebook and Instagram, and every month, in fact. And I'm on TikTok too, so catch me there. I'm sending you so much light and love in your journey. Peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this family of light. And I'll be back with Pal 2. See ya. Hey, Pal 2. Welcome to your session. You were drawn to Galactic Vibration. All right. We will read that last. So let's jump right into it. How have you leveled up? You have your purpose is personal expansion. How can you be more intentional with your choices and live with more purpose? So this is where you've leveled up. You are living with more purpose. It feels like you have finally discovered what you are feeling called to do, where you are feeling called to be, how you're being called to be, and you're allowing yourself to expand and to learn more and to grow and to travel and to step into the energy of this feeling, of this calling, of your intent. Your purpose is personal expansion, and you have been expanding. So I feel like what you're leveling up to is that you are connecting more to your life purpose. You're no longer feeling unclear as to who you are and what it is you feel you're meant to be doing at this time in this world. And you're looking like a star too. I just get like celebrity vibes off of you, my twos. You also have, you are the image maker. What you focus on manifests. So you have also leveled up in that you have started to be able to control your thought patterns so that you can shift the energy when you want to. You're realizing that where you place your mind, where you focus your energy, that is what's coming into your life at this time. So you've leveled up in mastering your mindset. Now, I don't know if you was in some workshop or if you just was like, you know what, I need a change, and started to realize that the law of attraction is real, but you've leveled up in using it to your best ability. You're at a point now where you can literally think something, see it in your mind, and focus on it for a little while and see it come in. All right, so let's see, what generational curses did you end? What burdens did you release? So my twos, overworked, out of balance. You let go of the generational burden of believing you had to work in order to be abundant, and not delegating to anyone else, doing everything yourself, working overtime, not balancing work with pleasure. And now you're realizing, that's no way for you. Okay. All right. What else have you healed? Loss, reversal of fortune. Maybe you come from a line of people who have experienced high amounts of income only to lose it. Maybe gambling, maybe theft, maybe just losing it carelessly. But you're reversing that. You're being able to hold on to your finances. If you're not fully, you're learning that working overtime is not going to always bring in more money. Things have to be balanced. You have to also spend the money. You have to have pleasure. You have to find fun with money. Money is a vibration. So if money to you means work, you're not going to be able to hold on to it. You have learned to balance pleasure with work, and change this energy of gaining and losing finances. That's a great generational burden to have released. What else you got here? The Ace of Cups. You have shifted something that comes to love in your generations. Seven of Swords. Okay, so perhaps you come from a line of people who there's always been sneakiness when it comes to love. What I'm getting is you have learned to have some beautiful beginnings. I'm sorry that these, the colors are going to make it difficult to see when it's down here. But you have learned to enjoy love. Enjoy it. Having a good time with the new beginnings of love that come in when it's just overflowing and being able to maintain that. Whereas I feel like for generations, there has been struggles with love because there's people that have been overworked. They haven't been putting energy into love. People that are so stressed about their money, they're not able to hold on to love. And then the sneakiness here, where it just feels like always feeling like you have to watch your back when it comes to loving someone, not being able to put down your guard. And you're getting a fresh start with that. You're not following in those footsteps. At least that energy is gone now, and you're now able to have a new love experience like no one generationally in your family line has had before. Okay. So don't let anybody be naysayers. If you're in a new relationship or you start one or you're in a love that a lot of people felt like was not going to happen, not going to work because of the past that they know of or they've dealt with, you're getting a fresh start. You've cleared this karma. All right. So what blessings are now able to come in besides love? We have 3 of Earth. That's the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. You're able to work with people now. I see a collaboration coming in where you're going to work with someone who's going to feel like this to you. Like, oh my God. 9 of Fire. This is the 9 of Wands. Now, the 9 of Wands would usually make me think of being overworked. But I feel like here, you're finally going to be seeing the fruits of your labor coming in, knowing that you don't have to do so much. You can literally focus on what you want and see it manifest. All right. And the Goddess of Earth. So you are about to really, really, the blessings coming in for you have a lot to do with material wealth. Not working so hard in a sense physically where you forget to have a good time. But I'm also hearing learning how to delegate, how to work with other people so that everything is not just on you, and seeing the fruits come in from the work you've done. And with the Goddess of Earth, and it's just overflowing. So it's just letting me know that material wealth is coming in for you. That's the blessings, some abundance coming in. All right. And why are your ancestors so proud of you? Who have you become now? Galactic vibration, personal conviction, raising your resilience, direct channel. You become a direct channel and connection to star ancestors. Let's start there. They're very proud of you. They're in fact the ancestors that are coming through right now with your physical ancestors here on Earth. And you have become so resilient that they're so proud, like you've been through so much that you're able to be still standing here, still open and connecting to them. So I'm going to read you your affirmation from that page. And your affirmation is, I activate my galactic vibration for higher humanity. I speak with informed guidance. Okay? And the galactic vibration is one of divine expression. The universe's continual energy expansion alongside the remembrance of its early beginnings is the very reality of creative and divine intelligence. Galactic Ascension Master Galadriel is encouraging you to explore your innate connection to the universal God spark. As you are called to a higher purpose, you will be a support and strength for others who experience troubled times. So your star ancestors are pretty much letting you know you're being called to a higher purpose and you're being supported through it. And you have the strength to do it. And it's going to inspire others as well. All right. They want to remind you to aim high and to reach for the stars at this time. And that's what you've been doing. So keep doing that. Remain an open channel to them. Om is going to be very powerful for you in meditating. Use Om, and that will help you connect more and get grounded and remind you of your connection to the earth as well. Okay, my star seed for Power 2. That's what I got for you guys. If this resonated, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, remember to subscribe. Read the description. It'll tell you all the ways you can book a personal reading with me, join a workshop, check me out live in my private Facebook group every week, first Sunday of every month, live on Instagram, and I'm on TikTok. I'm sending you so much light and love on your journey. Peace, blessings, and all the good stuff that comes from being a part of this family of light. And I'll be back with Power 3. See ya. Power 3, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to Language of Light. And this time, my Power 3s, there is sound. Stop. Okay. So this card is last. So let's jump right in it. How have you leveled up, my 3s? You cannot make a mistake. There are infinite possibilities available to you. How you've leveled up? You can literally follow where your heart's guiding you to and be right. That's all you have to do. Where is your heart guiding you? You've leveled up to a point where there's so many possibilities open to you that there's no wrong turn, no wrong way. Power 3, and you got the number 3 card. Why did my light just dim? Hold on. Okay, please forgive me, Power 3. For whatever reason, I didn't realize my recorder was on 5%. So it is now plugged in, but the plug end is facing this way. So I had to flip everything around. So yeah, the angle may look a little different. Hopefully everything's all good. So like I was saying, you've leveled up in that you've opened the door to many possibilities. You see all them different doors open to you? You can't make a wrong choice. You can't make a wrong turn as long as you're following your heart at this time. How else have you leveled up? Don't run from the darkness. You've embraced your shadow side. You've stopped running from that dark side. What aspect of yourself have you been afraid to look at or address? Well, you've looked at and you've addressed your shadow. You know the sides of you. You know all aspects of yourself. So you're at a point now where you've done your shadow work. And so you've leveled up in that way, in that your shadow is no longer something that is a challenge to you, but it's actually something that makes you even more of a brighter light. Because when you can embrace your shadow, you can sit in the dark with those in the dark and bring them into the light. You can sit in the light and introduce and let your shadow actually inspire those in the light. It's like it's a weird alchemy, but you've learned to alchemize your shadow and your light side, and not totally run from it. Like a lot of people say, like, oh, you have to get rid of your shadow. Shadow work doesn't necessarily mean getting rid of that shadow aspect, but learning how to embrace it, realizing where it came from, what it stems from, why is it a part of you. Most of our shadows stem from childhood and from your upbringing. You're not born with a shadow. You know, your shadow is developed, and therefore if you learn where it came from, what is the foundation of it, you are able to work with it, work through it, and it doesn't have to be something you run from. And that's where you've leveled up, my Power 3s. So let's see what generational curses you have ended. Wealth, abundance, and entitlement. You are ending a generational curse that deals with wealth. Maybe there has been wealth generationally in your family, or a lack of. I'm getting it could be either or with you, and it's all due to an energy of maybe feeling like you know the saying filthy rich, like seeing wealth and riches in a negative way, seeing people who are abundant as entitled and stuff like that. And in that energy, generationally, you guys have, your family line has blocked wealth coming in period, or coming in a good way. Whereas those who did become wealthy disconnected themselves from the family, felt like they were better than, looked down upon others, or just because of that energy caused other generations to see the wealthy and the abundant in a negative light, therefore blocking their own ability to call in and attract wealth. You have found a healthy relationship with money and wealth, and therefore you're going to be able to call it in with your infinite possibilities that you've opened up for yourself. You also career history, job and work patterns. You have healed a generational curse when it comes to work. Maybe you come from a line of people who have I'm seeing with the help wanted sign, who have constantly looked to work for others, not realizing that they just were not meant to. People who were talented and gifted enough to start their own businesses or be entrepreneurs, but for whatever reason did not see where that could benefit. Or people who constantly followed the same generational job. Like, my mother was a this, so I'm gonna be a this. My father, my grandfather, all of them did this, so I'm gonna be a this. And the pattern of just that same work, that these people don't look happy to have to do this. That unhappiness when it comes to work and career, that pattern just followed generationally. Whereas you're breaking that and you're going to follow your heart. You're going to follow where you feel your heart is guiding you. And that's where you're going to find healthy abundance and wealth, and a job and a career that's going to be lifetime, long lasting. One that you either, even if you are working for someone else, I feel like you're going to have a lot of input in it. All right. What else do you have? Two of Cups, a lot with matching, soulmate energy, finding what your true calling is, and Queen of Wands. Wow. So I do feel that there's been something when it comes to knowing your worth in relationships. I think maybe for the feminine, generationally for you, they have often been not seen in the light of their true beauty, their true worth, the magic and the happiness and joy that they bring. I also see some of them being pushed out of their throne and made to feel like their place is at home and with the kids, and not going after their dreams and their ambitions and their what they want to do with life. I see many of them settling as well for people that may not have been their match, but they just felt like they were supposed to be with. You are changing that, whereas you're going to go for your soulmate. The person you end up with, if you haven't already ended up with someone, my threes, is going to be your true divine mate. You are going to find that you're able to balance home and going after your dreams. You see how she's here with this child, but she also has her basket of abundance, meaning she's done the work and she's reaping the fruits as well. And she knows her beauty and her worth. Interesting. And still honors the masculine. It's like it's balanced, because that's like a masculine form of the King of Wands on her throne. All right. So what blessings are coming in for my threes now that they've done this leveling up and this generational curse removing? We got Six of Water, Six of Cups. So it feels like something that you wanted for a long time, you're finally going to get. Okay, let me see if we'll get a little bit of signs of what that could be. Ace of Earth, money. So some new beginning financially is coming in for you. It looks like a huge bounty. It just feels like something that you've been working on for a long time, because you see this sack had to be filled with seeds for all of these plants to have grown. And you have the card Six of Cups, which lets me know it's something you've emotionally been putting your heart into for quite some time. It's already started bearing fruit, but it's going to be your money bag is what I'm hearing. It's going to be your beginning and your key to prosperity. Messenger of Air. So this is the Page of Swords. It has something to do with the truth. It's either going to be like something you have to speak, something you say, or someone is going to come to you with a contract, an opportunity of some kind. You may have been drawn to pile 1, 2. We got the birds coming through again. And that's going to be a sign, birds, a sign that your blessing is here, that it's in when certain birds draw your attention. And this is very interesting in that it's like the bird here getting what they wanted, what they've been trying to get for a minute, to the birds finally being like, we're out of here. It's like they're going to give the message. So I do feel, my Power Threes, you have a message. You have something you're supposed to be speaking, saying. Maybe you're a poet, writer, lawyer. I'm even hearing for some of you, social service, public service type worker, intuit even. But there's something about what you have to say, a message you're meant to get out there. It's going to bring a lot of money in for you. It's going to bring a fresh start when it comes to your finances. And it's something your heart has been really invested in for a long time. Maybe even a childhood like talent or dream. And why are they so proud of you? Why are your gods and your ancestors so proud of you? Who have you become? Well, you have mastered the language of light. Okay? That's what they're very proud of you about. You've really come to recognize that you are light, your energy. You, when you embrace yourself, you know that you're embracing your higher self as well as your guides and ancestors. So it says, rediscovery, humble wanderer, and communication. They're proud of you because you are connected. You stay connected to your ancestors, to your guides, and you're humble. You're very humble about your progress and allow yourself to be guided. And I'm going to read to you your affirmation. What's that, 48? Is this the last one in the book? I'm reading that wrong. That's 18. I'm about to say, I didn't know this went up to 48. Ooh, I got to get glasses, y'all. I keep saying that. I need at least reading glasses. Or I need to get this. Something I seen on Facebook. It's supposed to help you with your eyes if you get dry eyes from... Well, anyway, whatever. That's something I need to be telling myself. So, yeah. I'm speaking it into manifesting. All right, so your affirmation is, I hear the language of light clearly. I speak with renewed spirit. All right. So this is a connection. You have a connection to the 7 sisters, the galactic guides known as the 7 sisters. And they're requesting you immerse yourself in higher frequencies that can uplift your soul and spirit to improve your vitality. It does feel like you've been doing this. You've been connecting to higher energies. If not, you're being called to at this time. All right. It's time for you to rediscover the old and ancient. Okay. You need to reduce waste and upcycle to help the environment. So you might find yourself called to take care of the environment at this time. If you are, it's a calling. And if you start doing it, your ancestors are going to be so like open, so happy. All right. You at this time, you've been making room for new energy, and it's going to bring more joy into your life. You'll see. Okay. You'll see. You're being encouraged at this time to try new things, including traveling to foreign lands and learning new languages that support your personal and spiritual growth, something you may have also been doing already. All right. And just as with learning a new language, try not to get lost in spirit translation. Okay. So this is how they see you now. These are the blessings that are coming in for you now because of the work you've done. I think this was a great read, my 3s. Gets to traveling, get to learning those new things, and stay open to the wealth that's coming in. Follow your heart right to your abundance. Okay, you can't make a mistake, can't make a wrong turn. All right. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, remember to subscribe, please, so we can continue to thrive. Read the description. It'll tell you about all the ways that you can either book a personal reading, join a workshop, catch me live every week in my private FB group, first Sunday every month live on Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok. I'm sending you so much light and love on your journey. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. I'll be back with Pal 4. Bye. Hey, Pal 4, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to Golden Light Ray. Gonna read that last in your session, so I'm gonna put it over here, and we are gonna jump right in because my kids are getting restless, and I don't know how much longer they're gonna be quiet. So, how have you leveled up at this time? My Pal 4s, you have take responsibility for your life as a creative adventure. You have leveled up and you are learning to live with more meaning, integrity, and truth. There's another 33. I saw that the other Pal got one too. Maybe you were drawn to Pal 3 as well. But you are learning to live your life the way you want to. And see it as like an adventure of some kind. Like, I'm also seeing many of you. It's like you're living your life now by your own means, is what I'm hearing as far as leveling up. If you're beckoned to travel the world, that's what you're doing. I see meditation really, really helping you get clear on what you want to do, where you want to go with your life, and what is your truth or your true calling. But yeah, you leveled up and you're not, see how her eyes are closed? It's like you're going within for the answers. You're going within for the guidance. You're no longer being controlled by what maybe society would expect of you or others. You're following your guides. You're following, I feel like, ancient callings, and you're blossoming. Yeah. You also have, out of the woods, you've made it through. What newness is emerging? So you're leveling up just because you've gotten through some kind of hard time in your life, some kind of really rough patch. See the woods back here? It's like maybe you were very unclear for a while. You didn't feel like you had direction. You weren't really connecting to your guides. Maybe you weren't connecting to your higher self is what I'm hearing as well. But whatever you've been going through, whatever the initiation process, whatever you had to clear out, heal from, release. I'm hearing also release and cut down and remove. You did it. And so now you're leveling up in that you have a whole new energy emerging for you, a whole new you, almost like you're a new person. Both these people look like they are going within, and it's like you're just being born anew. Yeah, that's how you leveled up. A fresh new slate, new start, new you, new energy. So what have you cleared generationally? What generational curses have you ended? Explorer, traveler, wanderer. Maybe you come from a line of people who always wanted to see the world but did not. You are ending that curse. You're going to travel. You're going to see a lot of this planet. You're going to not be afraid to leave the nest. You're not going to be afraid to go to the unknown places on this in this world that maybe you don't know anyone who's been there before, or you don't know anybody who's there now. You're not afraid to travel on your own. That was something that kept many generations stuck in one place, okay, because they had a fear of the unknown. And I do feel like you might have a connection to enslavement in some way, because I feel like there was a fear of boats, a fear of I'm also hearing maybe you had some people that were in the military generationally. It's a fear like boats, planes. I'm hearing anything that would help you to travel all over and go places you've never seen before has caused this a little bit of a block. You might have even found people in your family who would, if you said you were going to go somewhere, would be like, you're going to go there, or be careful, like afraid whenever you wanted to wander somewhere and explore. You've also ended. Oh, wow. So you have Archangel Phanuel coming through saying optimism and hope. Maybe there has been a lot of negative thinking generationally where people just weren't optimistic about things anymore. You might have a lot of people generationally who were pessimistic, who saw the worst first, who expected the worst first, who were losing hope. They just have had experiences where they've been disappointed so many times. And you are now changing that energy where you're very optimistic. You're shifting the energy generationally within your family to be hopeful and knowing that staying optimistic and positive is what will bring in the things that they want. We also have the Three of Cups. And the Knight of Wands. So I am also hearing generational burden in it when it comes to curse, when it comes to I'm hearing friendships and also people who don't stay. So maybe you've had a masculine who would always lead the family. Maybe you come from generations of people who the masculine would leave, or the masculine was often off doing their thing or chasing their dreams or chasing booty, whatever it was. I'm also hearing more friendships that are sincere, because maybe you come from a generation of people who there weren't really true friendships. Maybe there were bonds through addictions to certain things, or being, oh, we both like this, so we're all gonna hang together. Whereas now you're finding less superficial connections and more connections that actually have substance, and people that you really are like-minded with, that you are going to be celebrating. I hear that there's something coming in soon where you're going to be celebrating something or having a good time, maybe just with people you love. Okay. So let's see what blessings are coming in now since you've done this work. You have healing. Well, boom. So anywhere where you might have been feeling like you needed rest or retreat, or maybe there are people you had to release or breakups you had to go through, there's going to be some healing. And I'm seeing too, like different hands coming together. So maybe there has been disruptions in families or friendships or communities. I'm really hearing family, where it's going to be reconnections made. There's going to be some healing that's going to take place on a family level. That's going to be a blessing for you. Maybe there's people in the family you don't talk to, but for some of you, it could be friend circles that are going to be formed because you're now healing from generational curses where you couldn't trust anybody. You didn't see anybody as being a true friend or anybody being loyal enough to stay. So that could even be relationship healing as well, heart chakra healing. But I'm getting star energy, what you wish for, hopes and dreams just coming in. Okay. You have rebirth. Good grief. This is the death card. So you're totally getting a whole new energy coming in for you. An aspect of your life is going so that something new could be reborn, and you're going to be celebrating it. And the sun, just pure happiness coming in. And it could be in the form of somebody offering you something. I do get, for many of you, this could be a relationship. Could be a relationship, a loved one, a match coming in for you, but it could also be just somebody who wants to give to you, somebody that just wants to offer to you. And it's going to be something new for you, because I feel like you're the giver, you're the healer, maybe you're the one who's always doing for others, and now it's going to be some people or person that's going to be giving and doing for you. Okay, just a lot of happiness coming in. All right. And why are your ancestors so proud of you? Who have you become? You become this golden light ray. Love and laughter, receiving and giving gifts. I just said somebody's going to be giving because you've always been giving. Passionate projects. So my fours, you have some great projects you're working on. Your ancestors are assisting you with, and they're letting you know that they're very proud of the ones you have already done. Anything that brings laughter and happiness and joy into your heart, you are focusing on that, and it's coming in, and you're getting assistance with that. And now you're going to be on the receiving end a lot more than you used to be. So let me read you your affirmation. And your affirmation is, I am golden, I am radiant, I am abundant. I accept these gifts with an open heart. So the golden ray is on the 12th ray of creation, the highest frequency, and also known as Christ consciousness. It is a high frequency healing channel. Interesting for you to get the card of healing that connects to the central sun. Wow. And you got the sun card. The golden ray can gently awaken your kundalini and accelerate your spiritual growth the more you choose to work within its vibration. Wow. So pretty much you're spiritually growing at a very fast rate at this time. Your ancestors and guides are very proud. You have also, when you're working in the golden ray, you have Ascension Master Lord Maitreya. Now, if you want to look him up, M-A-I. Let me make sure I'm reading that right. Yeah, Maitreya. Maitreya disrupts dense and melancholic emotions. He encourages you to see the lighter side of life so that laughter and comedic relief can benefit you. So using colors, using comedic things to watch and to find reasons to laugh are all going to be very healing for you right now. And I think you've been learning that and seeing that now. Generosity and abundance are flowing into you. And because it's always been who you are, your ancestors are very proud of that and they see that in you. And much like the setting sun in color is warmth and luminous, settling our soul. Wait, much like the setting sun, its warmth, its color is warm and luminous. Settling our soul when we feel its glow. Wow. Talk about needing my eyes to rest because everything's looking like a blur. Always uplifting, the golden ray will shower you with the warmth and comfort of fulfillment as it settles the highs and lows of emotions, shifting feelings of loss and emptiness within the psyche of your soul. Wow. So you have reached this amazing level of joy, laughter, happiness, being a ray in other people's lives. And now you're going to be receiving and getting so many blessings for being the great blessing that you've been in the lives of others. And I hope this resonates with you. It's a great reading for you, my Power Fours. If this resonates, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please remember to subscribe. Read the description. It'll tell you about other ways that you can book a personal reading with me. Join one of my workshops. See me every week, Saturdays, in my private Facebook group. So join now. Every first Sunday of the month on my Instagram, doing a monthly forecast. And I'm also on TikTok. I'm sending all of you so much light and love in your journey. Peace, blessings, and all the abundance and great things that come from being a part of this family of light. Until next time, bye.